The night sky has always been a place of mystery. But for decades, one particular patch of land in the Nevada desert has held secrets that are beyond imagination. It is one of the most secure, most classified, and most speculated locations in the world, Area 51. Whispers of UFO sightings, crashed alien spacecraft, and government cover-ups have swirled around this place for decades. Some say it's where the US military develops next-generation aircraft. Others believe it's where extraterrestrial technology is being reverse-engineered. Technology so advanced that revealing it could change everything we know about science and physics. So, what's really happening inside Area 51? Is it simply a military testing ground? Or is it hiding evidence of alien contact that the government refuses to acknowledge? Today, we pull back the curtain and explore the classified files, the whistleblower testimonies, and the shocking events that might finally reveal the truth. Before we begin, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see the world. To understand the mystery of Area 51, we have to go back to the early days of the Cold War. In 1955, tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union were at an all-time high. The US government needed a secret location far from public view to test new surveillance aircraft that could spy on the enemy. Nestled in the barren Nevada desert, surrounded by mountains and dry lake beds, they found the perfect spot, a place so remote that nobody would accidentally wander in. This location, known as Groom Lake, would become one of the most restricted and tightly controlled places on Earth. At first, the public didn't pay much attention to what was happening at this military base, but then something strange started to happen. People living in nearby towns began seeing mysterious lights in the sky, objects that moved at impossible speeds, hovering in place before darting away in the blink of an eye. The Air Force, when questioned, gave the same excuse over and over. Nothing unusual, just military tests. But were they really just tests? Or was something far more extraordinary happening behind those fences? It started small. Local farmers, ranchers, and night shift workers reported seeing strange lights in the sky. But soon, commercial airline pilots and even military personnel began speaking out. These weren't just ordinary aircraft, they were moving in ways that defied the laws of physics. Reports described brightly glowing disks, triangular crafts, and objects that moved silently at hypersonic speeds. Some witnesses swore they saw these objects enter and exit the restricted airspace over Area 51, before vanishing without a trace. The US Air Force dismissed these claims, saying they were just classified test flights of advanced military aircraft. And in some cases, they were right, because Area 51 was home to top-secret programs, including the development of legendary planes like the U-2 spy plane, the SR-71 Blackbird, and later, the F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter. But even with these experimental aircraft in the skies, there were sightings that could not be explained. Pilots reported encounters with objects that had no visible wings, no exhaust, and moved at speeds that no human-made craft could achieve. These weren't just classified military jets, these were something else. And then, in 1989, a man named Bob Lazar stepped forward with a story so shocking, it shook the world. Imagine for a moment that everything you thought you knew about physics was wrong, that the way we understand gravity, energy, and propulsion was limited by our own human technology. Now imagine that there was another species, one far more advanced, who had already cracked the code of the universe. Bob Lazar claimed he had seen firsthand proof of this reality. In a televised interview, he revealed that he worked at a hidden facility called S4 just south of the Area 51. According to him, this facility housed 9 alien spacecraft, objects that the government had been trying to reverse engineer. He described how these crafts had no conventional engines, no wings, and no exhaust systems. Instead, they used a mysterious fuel, something called element 115, a substance that allowed them to manipulate gravity itself. At the time, scientists ridiculed Lazar, claiming that element 115 didn't exist. But decades later, in 2003, a new element called moscovium, which shared key properties with what Lazar described, was officially discovered. Could this be evidence that he had been telling the truth all along? If Lazar was right, then where did these alien spacecraft come from? To answer that, we have to go back to one of the most famous UFO incidents in history, the Roswell crash of 1947. That summer, something crashed in the New Mexico desert. The military initially announced they had recovered a flying disc. But the next day, they suddenly changed their story, saying it was just a weather balloon. Many believed that this was a cover-up and that the wreckage was secretly transported to Area 51, where it was studied, analyzed, and possibly even replicated. Over the years, numerous witnesses, including former military officers, have come forward claiming that Roswell was the moment the US government realized, we are not alone. When dealing with a mystery as big as Area 51, some believe that knowing too much can be dangerous. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of individuals, scientists, former military personnel, and even civilians who claim to have inside knowledge only to mysteriously disappear. One of the most chilling cases is that of Phil Schneider, a former government contractor who claimed to have worked in deep underground military bases, including one connected to Area 51. Schneider publicly stated that the US government had been in direct contact with extraterrestrials and that secret agreements had been made between them and world leaders. His lectures gained significant attention until he was found dead under mysterious circumstances in 1996. Officially ruled a suicide, many believe he was silenced for revealing classified information, and he wasn't the only one. Journalists investigating Area 51 have also reported being harassed, followed, or even threatened by unknown entities. Could it be that those who come too close to the truth are being warned, or worse? What do you think? Are these just coincidences, or is there a deeper effort to keep certain truths hidden? For decades, the US government refused to acknowledge UFOs. That all changed in 2020, when the Pentagon declassified 3 shocking videos of US Navy pilots encountering unidentified flying objects. The objects in these videos displayed technology far beyond anything known to exist, moving without traditional propulsion, executing impossible maneuvers, and traveling at hypersonic speeds without making a sound. Then, in 2023, intelligence officer David Grush testified before Congress, claiming that the US has been retrieving crashed UFOs for years. His testimony raised even bigger questions. If the government has known about this for so long, why are they still keeping it secret? With recent government disclosures about UFOs, many wonder, what happens next? Will we ever get full transparency on what's hidden inside Area 51? Or will the secrecy continue for decades to come? One thing is certain, the public's curiosity is at an all-time high. Even mainstream news outlets are now seriously discussing UFOs and advanced technology, something that was once dismissed as pure conspiracy theory. Some experts believe that within the next decade, we could see even bigger revelations, perhaps even undeniable proof that we are not alone. But there's also another possibility, that the truth, whatever it may be, is too big, too world-changing to ever be fully disclosed. If Area 51 truly houses advanced extraterrestrial technology, revealing it could shake the foundations of our understanding of science, religion, and human history. So, will we ever get the full story, or will the secrets of Area 51 remain locked away forever? Only time will tell. So, what's really happening at Area 51? Is it simply a base for classified military projects? Or is it hiding something far more extraordinary, evidence that we are not alone in the universe? One thing is clear, the government knows more than they're telling us. And as more whistleblowers speak out, we might be closer than ever to the truth finally being revealed. What do you think? Is Area 51 hiding alien technology, or is it all just Cold War secrecy? Let me know in the comments below. And if you love uncovering hidden truths, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because there's a lot more mystery to uncover. See you in the next one.